Okie dokie, it took a little bit, but I finally found the last crab lot I needed for the final paint. Turns out I was putting the crab pots in the completely wrong place. It should have been in between 0 and 5 meters for the decorator crab. Well, I got it. Cortex decorator. Folds of orange tissue tower from its head. Scything limbs administer the structure. Lovely. Alright, let's turn this into the painter. And I wanted to check the oil rig before I went off to the Pale Reach. Yeah, just to see if there was anything else I could get rid of. I went to the wrong Mara. I meant to go to Lesser Mara. Greater Mara, Lesser Mara, Little Mara. What are you called? Little Mara. Alright. Hello, I have your final paint. It took me ages to find it. Maple orange. Here's your Cortex decorator. Lovely, and now to change that back to purple. Lovely. Advanced fishing complete. Lovely. Water reveal in 15% more effectively. Alright, so final book haggling and bartering a guide. So, quick check-in on the oil rig, and then... yeah, it's just... a DLC. For real. Now, I forget, is it this place, or was it the other place that had the delivery quest? I think it was that one, but now it's like the boat's gone. Unless it wasn't here. But no, I don't think it is. Yeah, it would have been that one, but I didn't see anyone there. Ah, I thought I needed to go back to the boat after handing in the box to the dock worker, but I guess I didn't. Well, that makes things a bit quicker then. Aye. Let's see, foundry. Yeah, I don't have any metal for you. And I can't get tier 2 until I'm later on in the quest line. I've done all your lot. Increase the catch rate of your guidance chip. Of your trolling equipment. That would be nice. Heatsink, heat absorption. Alright, send me a box. And I need the dog splash. There you go. Still got no idea what I'm doing with these things, but I guess I'm just collecting them. So, heatsink and troll guidance chip. Alright. You're not sure? Let's get rid of another box. Why not? Alright, 2 splashes. I only have 1 splash. Which is unfortunate. But that is more in my inventory, which is lovely. Aye. Science, I can't do anything. Generator, that's just turning you lot in. And factory, can't do much there either. I need dark liquid. which I don't have. Okay, so that's... yeah, that's everything I can do at the oil rig for now. So now I can finally go to the Pale Reach. With slightly less inventory. Lovely, lovely. Alright, so I want to head south. And I want to keep going south. Alright. To the south. Oh shit. It's not even 9 AM. God, it's terrifying. Yep. Yep. Alright, so south. And I see a pontoon. A familiar pontoon. 100 meters. Plenty. Alright. Might as well have some passive income while I'm here. Well, I don't think I have any more need for money. Down here to investigate the ice field too, which seems to have appeared out of nowhere. My best guess is that it drifted up from the south. Either way, I thought I should set up a pontoon here. But when I came to stake my claim, I noticed some old equipment on the ice. Come and check it out when you get a second. In the meantime, I got some new rods for sale. They'll be perfect for fishing in the ice around here. Really. Let's get some more crab pots, because I can. Ice. Alright. What have you got? Glacial Lance. Barbed ice rod. Brittle troll net. Alright. So yep. Could probably do with some more of those, although I'm running out of money. Which is weird to say. 4 hours, 19% operational. Ice Oceanic, 30%. So I'm gonna have to get rid of that one, aren't I? Unfortunately. Alright. Is there anything else I can put on then? I could do the crane. I get rid of that though. That would be like there? Oceanic. I could. Yeah, I can't do that. Excuse me. And then now we'll just leave that. And more fishing speed, more operation. Got the trawler, got the ice oceanic, got the abyssal hail. And that should be good. I hope. Yeah, and that's really just if I want to do shallow, isn't it? Yeah. I don't think this iceberg's going to be shallow. Just putting that out there. Sea stars and king crab. Alright. Well, it's a start.
Oh.
Icy work site. Alright. The traveling merchant has crossed over to the nearby iceberg and is inspecting some old pieces of metal. You approach. It's so weird, the stuff seems old, like really old. She kicks a large sheet of metal half embedded in the ice. A thin layer of snow dislodges, revealing lines of rivet holes.
Ah.
And come in here, look. You follow her into a small makeshift shelter. My voice is going. Oh, that's what I get for streaming for 6 hours. You follow her into an old makeshift shelter, ruined by years of harsh weather. Inside are some schematics nailed to a table, still barely legible. See how they angled these sheets? And the lining of the metal around the bow? Whoever was here, I think they were constructing an icebreaker. What's an icebreaker? It's a reinforced structure attached to the front of ships to help them safely cut a path through ice. With these plans, I could probably make another. She charges outside again and paces out the length of the metal scraps on the ice. We've got most of the basic materials here already, but of course we're missing the most crucial pieces. An icebreaker needs specially tempered angled metal, as well as components designed to minimize the impact to your hull. I can't see any of those here, but whoever left all this stuff here, maybe they left other pieces elsewhere? Or maybe you'll find their old ship and salvage the icebreaker they already built. That'd be convenient. Anyway, to build a new icebreaker, these are the parts we'll need. Icebreaker plow half, icebreaker bracing, icebreaker plow half. Alright, so 3 pieces. Alright. I guess I'll go exploring for that then. Fallen stars. An assembly of asteroids conjoined in the dark, finger-like roots stretch down for the substrate. Alright. A wee bit creepy. I might want to turn the sound down a little bit while I'm here. I'm not sure how loud it's been, but it's worth just turning it down a notch. Alright, turn it down to there. Alright. Well, here's the fucked up fish. Ice fish. Yep, that is indeed a fish that lives in the ice. Hence it is called an ice fish. And I didn't get an aberration of the ice fish, which is unfortunate. 2 fish. Alright. I was going to say, that's not one of the fish that has human teeth, is it? No, I'm thinking of a different fish entirely. Fractalite ice fish. Crystals of ice pierce through its body, distorting scales, teeth, and fins. Lovely. I just realised I could have probably turned these upside down. It's fine, it's fine. Hello? Photographer! Fisherman, I didn't expect to see you this far south. Well, this is a fortunate turn of events. There's a narwhal somewhere in this ice field. I couldn't get any further in, so I've been trying to take a picture from here with no luck. I tried placing some scraps of fish on that ice sheet over there to entice it. But I didn't have enough to hold its attention for long enough. I only caught a glimpse. I don't suppose you have any fish you'd be prepared to donate to the pursuit of wildlife photography? Fill the space entirely with any fish you like. I can't imagine a narwhal is too picky. Alright. Narwhal, narwhal, swimming in the ocean, causing a commotion, because they are so awesome. How old is that song? Dare I look it up right now? Narwhal. Narwhal song. New animated. No, I don't want the new animated. Is that new animated? I have no idea. Either way, that says 15 years ago. On the YouTube thumbnail. Yeah, I think it's a lot older than that. Yeah, I think it's a lot older. 10-hour version, my god. Nah, I think it was 2009. Weeble Stuff UK. What the heck is Weeble Stuff? Posted to 20th of February 2009. Alright, so it's 15 years old. Alright. Alright. That's perfect. Now, cut your engines. You need to wait in complete silence.
Oh.
Shh. I think I hear something on the ice. Narwhal, narwhal, swimming through the ocean, causing a commotion, because they also... That's not a narwhal. That is not a narwhal. What on earth was that thing? I'm not sticking around to find out. The photographer is hurriedly packing camera equipment into boxes. She seems very on edge. You know, that was no regular narwhal. It seemed voracious and hyper-aggressive. Animals like that tend to be highly unpredictable. These ice fields aren't safe for that thing around. Should consider turning back. I'll be out here as soon as I pack my things away. Unfortunately, there's no chance of me turning back, sadly. Hello. I don't like the sound of whatever that was. Haggling and bartering a guide complete. Lovely. A cold wind whistles through the doorway of the only cabin still standing. Behind it, a frozen over dig site is littered with tools and debris. Lovely. Frozen cabin. You enter the small cabin, the door long since fallen from its hinges. A rotting table still sits inside. A crudely drawn map of the area has been charted onto a scrap of paper. You attach it to your own map. A large book sits on the table. It's well worn from the passage of time, but you can still read the words Captain's Log etched into the cover. You open the book, its frozen spine cracking for the first time in decades. Which entry do you want to read? 30th of May 1847. Arrived at the floating sea ice amidst a particularly thick fog. A few channels could be seen leading into the ice, though sizable chunks float in our way, posing a hazard. I've ordered us to moor against the outer ice, while the engineers make adjustments to better prepare the vessel. Alright. 1st of June, 1847. The vessel was pursued by a particularly aggressive narwhal. Some men have placed fish on the ice nearby in an attempt to distract it. It appeared to work only for a time. It resurfaced and needed satiating repeatedly. If we can't find a more permanent solution to the beast, have you tried guns? We'll have to make sure we keep enough fish on hand to placate it. Alright, 5th of June, 1847. As I lay falling asleep, the most almighty voice spoke unto me. It resounded from the thick ice below, at once both powerful and ethereal. There was no mistaking this as a trick of the wind, nor a jest by the crew. It did not pause for response or acknowledgement, but whispered a cryptic prophecy. At first, I could not make sense of it. 3 listeners shall hear the heart, and that I should indulge these listeners. It spoke of boundless wealth from the stars, and of eyes opening unto the world. The rest of my sleep was feverish, as my mind was plagued with the sound of the voice that spun in my head, echoing ever louder. In the morning, the boatswain and the navigator came to me separately, claiming to have heard a sound like a heartbeat as the men were digging yesterday. They indicated a desire to explore the eastern and western reaches of the ice field. I shall indulge them. Alright. Ice shard. Oh, that's creepy. Light pierces through the ice, intensifying and concentrating into a glow in the center. A dark form takes shape against the light. Place an ear to the ice. A distorted voice echoes from within. Don't disturb the ice. Who are you? Captain. The expedition. Chart the ice field. Appeared suddenly through the ice. Who are you? What happened here? It whispered, we promised. Stones from the stars. It knew 3 would hear the heart beneath the ice. The voice grows louder. It commanded 3 listeners, 3 sacrifices, for 3 eyes. I obeyed, but a 4th now sees forever. Futile. The shadow was silent for a time. Slumbering, still, should leave. It sees you, before it whispers. Break the ice, do not risk breaking. It senses through the ice, through the shadows, no hope. Well, I don't have a thing to break the ice, so I guess I'll leave. Wee bit creepy. Uh-huh. So now I have a map of the place. Lovely, lovely. So I suppose I need to head towards the 3 areas then. Can't get through there, can I? Unless I want to break the ship. Nah. Alright, so where can I go then? Yeah, I can't do anything there. Oh, I see. Ba-dumps. More fishies for the narwhal. They may be stale, but you'll still eat them. This should keep you satisfied, at least for a little while. Right, now what's through here? Stargazer. Ah. That's a claw. That is a claw. Right, the other half of the snow plow. Or the icebreaker. The icebreaker plow. Let's Suppose if I wanted to catch a shark... Hello? You dock against a small platform of ice formed around a gigantic clawed hand. You are not the first to find this place. Remnants of a long-abandoned camp litter the ice. Frozen equipment. There are very few pieces that remain. Whoever made camp here was poorly prepared. But inside a small bag you find a leather-bound journal. Which entry do you want to read? 4th of June, 1847. The men spent the whole day digging. They passed up chunks of ice. Some as brilliant as crystals. Other of a deepest blue, more beautiful than sapphires. But none held the glow we had seen in the night. However, I did note a disturbance in the ice to the west. It began as a periodic distant rumble. As the men dug deeper, the pulsing quickened, strengthening until I could see the ice shifting on the surface. I shall have to inform the captain. It may well be that narwhal. It may well be that narwhal creature we saw earlier. Though this did seem much larger. As I write this, I can already feel my eyes closing. It will have to wait until the morning. 7th of June? This morning, the captain appeared out of the fog, rowing alone. Apparently, the boatswain remains at a camp in the east, waiting for nightfall. They were unsuccessful in the search, but it does make sense that the lights would be more visible at night. Tomorrow, we're to journey together to the west, towards the shifting ice that I reported. 8th of June. We are alone on a small island of ice. Might as well come here while I read this. After hours of rowing through narrow channels, it rose through the fog, a gargantuan, monstrous claw reaching from the deep. Whatever creature once belonged to must be long dead, as the claw is frozen solid. I wanted to turn back immediately, but the captain insisted we investigate. He is on edge, his head turning this way and that, listening for the slightest sound. He is convinced something will happen after dark. As the last light from the cold sun fades, I have the sense that it will be a long night. A natural spire of ice stands above scraps of snowed over equipment. A dark shape twists within. A voice calls out, distant and distorted. Trapped forever. This prison. Get me out. Break it. Somehow. Free me. Who are you? The navigator. Find safe passage. Chart the ice. It came from beyond. Break it. Somehow. Free me. What happened? The digging. The cracked ice. Like a web. Awoke. The ice heart. I told him. Whispers in the west. Took the boatswain east. Returned alone. The dark figure shudders, sending vibrations for the ice. The next day. Wrote here. The captain. Saw the claws. Gripped my soul. He insisted. Made camp. Shadow of the beast. Waiting for the stars. In the night. I saw his shape. Suddenly. Swallowed by the cold. In the dark. He left me. Break it. Somehow. Free me. The cold sun. Won't long forgot. No more. Break me. Well, unfortunately, I don't have the tools to break you at the moment, so... don't worry, I'll help you. God, I hurt my voice a bit. I don't know, the raspiness just kind of happened there. So I'm gonna assume I need more fishies for the western side then, or the eastern side. Whichever side we're on. Yes. Well, here's one. Here's two. It's already stale, so why not? So, 4 more you guys then. Thou shall have a fishy on a little dishy. Thou shall have a fishy when the boat comes in. So it was only 3 pieces. Yeah. Hello. Another makeshift camp constructed in the shadow of a frozen clawed hand. Someone was seeking these out. You rummage through the small pile of equipment in the snow. Most items are stuck fast in the ice, but inside a small backpack you find an old journal. Which entry do you want to read? 2nd of June, 1847. Captain orders to make camp on the ice in the center of the lagoon. After we saw those strange lights in the sky, everyone's got treasure on their minds. Treasure hunting isn't exactly what the expedition was commissioned for, but given the captain gets a lion's share of whatever we find, it doesn't surprise me that he's willing to bend the rules a bit. We'll start digging after the camp's done. 4th of June, 1847. Spent the day digging down in the ice. Shovels and ice picks. Can't remember the last time I was this tired. We were only allowed 2 short breaks all day. Down in the pit, as I rested with my back against the ice, I started hearing something. It was different to the sound of the picks. They were short and sharp. This was low. A rumble from deeper down. On my first break, it was occasional, only a few each minute. By my second break, it had quickened like a heartbeat. Alright. 5th of June. The captain overheard me telling others about the sound I heard in the pit. Before I knew it, I was in front of his desk. Sure, I was about to have my pay docked. To my great surprise, he seemed to know something of it already. He was keen on hearing it described over and over. He wants me to help locate the source of it. When he pressed me on it further, I said it did seem to be coming from the east. Tomorrow we are setting off to see if we can find it. Perhaps I shall get a bonus after this is done. Well, about your bonus. And the natural spire of ice stands above the scraps of snowed over equipment. A dark shape twists within, placing ear to the ice. An anguished voice cries from deep within the ice. Help me! Frozen! So many years! Free me! Please! Break the ice! Who are you? I am! The boatswain! The expedition! The terror! Please! Break the ice! What happened? The figure contorts through painful shapes. We saw lights! Dancing in ice! Dug deep! Didn't know! I heard it! The heart beating under ice! The cracking! Waking! The noises in the east! I went! The captain brought him here to find it! The hand in the night! Shadow of claws! The darkness shrinks. I turned away! Just a moment! The pain! The claws! My back! So cold! So dark! Under ice! Please break the ice! Silence it! You must shatter! Please break the ice! My voice. Things were not meant to. Breathe me. Breathe. Okay, so that's the full icebreaker then. Please break the ice. I'll try. But first I gotta get back somehow. It's probably not good to go here during the night, considering the narwhal. Alright, now to get the hell out of here. Hopefully the narwhal's still satisfied. Yeah, and that's a shortcut I can make. That'll be fun to get. Did you guys get much while I was out? More crab. More crab. More crab. And fucked up stars. I might as well get the money back that I can. King's Reef, a clockwork crown of claws. A cycle of succession in the deep. Alright. I don't seem to be getting anything else apart from those four. Unless there's another aberration. How the... Oh, I must have got that while going that way. I see, I see. Yeah, that'll do. Alright then. To build a new icebreaker, these are the parts we'll need. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. And ba-boom. That's everything. Let me just warm my hands up a little, then I'll get started. Alright, I think that should do it. The front of your ship can now break through chunks of ice. Go ahead and test it out. I'll be watching from here. I'll do that in the morning. How's that sound? Oh, I forgot to mention, just let me know when you want to temporarily remove that icebreaker and swap it out at any of my pontoons. Why would I do that? It looks badass. Alright, so that... Let's me do that. Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely. Oh, that's going to open up a lot of paths now. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Lizardfish. Alright. I think I'll turn these in and end the video. I don't want it to be going over long, plus I feel like I made good progress. So I guess next time I can go through the ice and... Yeah, there's going to be like a third, a fourth listener somewhere I need to find. So that's going to be fun to do. Ideally, I would like to finish the DLC next time. Yeah, and then it's just the iron rig to go through. With all that loveliness, and then completing the fish encyclopedia, and... That's going to take a bit. Oh yes, oh yes. I'm not sure if that's actually going to be proper videos or not. Because chances are that's going to take a while. I'll see how far I get at the end of the Iron Rig DLC. Yeah, with all the upgrades I get, maybe things will have been made a lot easier. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I think that'll do for now then. Lovely, lovely. So yeah, I guess next time... Yeah, next time I'll go further in. And... You know, see where the plot takes me. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.